Good morning again, everybody. I do appreciate everybody being here. Um, Today's date is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020, and we're going to look at a few trade ideas for the next 2 to 15 days. So let's start with the market real quick, or the SPY real quick, and then we're going to take a look at some of those trade ideas. So I've got 303. Anything below 303, that's going to kind of put a little dampener on the bulls, and we could see that 299.50 tested down here. Right now, the bulls are still definitely in charge. While they are in charge, I think a lot of people are nervous. Even I see VXX is popping up a little bit pre-market here. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. But I just think with all the uncertainty that's going on right now, it makes everyone a little nervous. One of the keys, I truly believe the key to this, to trading right now, just like it is all the time, really, is just follow your basic simple rules, follow the chart, turn the news off. I think probably more and more people want to listen to the news right now. But really, when it's time to trade, turn it off in your mind and just follow the charts. And as you can see, the market is still bullish here. There's no reason to be bearish. Some folks might look at this right here as a bearish sign, and it could be. Yesterday, we did not overcome that high there, so it very well could be a bearish sign. But until we actually see that trend break and the price action falling apart, really the bulls are still in charge. They are. The trend is still up. So with some follow through here, I would say 311.70 is can be tagged here. Here's a 3-day chart just so we can see what's over here. And you can see that we have that support turned into resistance. So right in here might be a nice little target run at 311.70. And it's all if we continue to have the bulls stack the candlesticks for us. So caution under 303. Watch for a 299.50 test if we do get under that 303. Outside of that, I'm still bullish because that's what the chart is saying. And at any given time during the day, we can change course. Why? Because we have the tools to see it and we have the knowledge to do it. All right, I need to bring this over so I can see it. There we go. All right. Here. I want to talk about BP real quick. BP is gapping up. This was one of the trade alerts Wednesday of last week, I believe. Wednesday of last week. And it's gapping up here. And you can see it's put in this nice little long pop out of the box right in here. Nice sideways tight consolidation. We've got a morning star signal that has formed the last 3 days. And today it's gapping up. So thank you, LTA Scanner, for pointing that out to us. Congratulations to everybody that it's in it, making money. Remember that gaps are gifts. So don't be bashful about taking a few dollars off the table at least. Alrighty, let's take a look at Marriott. Here's Marriott. Today, what we're going to do is just look at, that was poorly drawn, wasn't it? We're going to draw a little line up here like that, and then I'm going to draw another little line up there like that. And I'm just drawing this to point out that we're making a longer term trend. The second line up here is drawn from that low to the pullback, and that's the line that we need to stay above right there. So let's put a little more of a permanent line in there. There we go. We have a Morningstar type signal being built. Nice follow through yesterday. And what we're going to need to see is, for an entry anyway, for me, I think an inside day would be nice. Maybe a little closer to that downtrend line. When we're looking at entries, for me, entries are just about an area because we're looking for it to go up. We're not looking for, unless you're a super scalper or super day trader, you're looking for a maybe to the penny entry, and you're looking for a few pennies to the upside. That's scalping, that's day trading. If you want to make real money, then you follow these solid trade setups, these high probability setups. You place your entry in here, and you're looking for this to move up a bit. And right now, I would have to go in this area right about there. Right, we have kind of not quite to that line, and then right to that line, not quite to that line. But I would say right there would be a nice little place to start for a target. And then we would look for something up here around 123. So with an entry, just split that circle a little bit. We're looking at 16.5 up to about 28% on that trade, on the stock trade. Next one I have is RCL, which I believe this was, this was actually a trade idea a day ago, a couple days ago. And again, we've got this sideways consolidation with a slight tilt upward. Let's put this in there. You can just see how that has a tilt to the upside. Here we've gapped up. This was a beautiful little chart, could have been bought right in here. We rallied up, we pulled back. It can be bought again on the pullbacks. It's real simple. We want, the strategy here is buy on the pullbacks, on support, in a trend, and looking for price action to tell you that it's still firing on all 8 cylinders. So here we've got this little J-hook continuation pattern. We had a nice pop-up yesterday. I'm still looking for this box right up in here to get filled. Still plenty room. If this is too far from any kind of support for you, simply be patient. Let it come back to you. It's one thing about all charts. If they run from you, get too far away, be patient. They will come back to you. FAS also may be setting up here. Once again, we have that trend working here. You can see how that's moving up. Another thing I like to do is I use the T-line a lot, and I'll just put it on the lows of the T-line like that. I'm just looking to make sure that we're actually, I can actually see that trend. And then from there, I come over here to this right side, pretty big, not the hard right edge, but this right side. That's what I'm trading. And I think on this one, we can come over here and put a line right in there where we have resistance. You can see we've broken out, and now we're pulling back and testing, and we're setting up for that continuation pattern to move a little higher. How about this little gap area around here at 43.15, and then we can come in here and fill in maybe around 62 for a trade. How about Grub? Grub. Grub is, let's draw a line like this, and we'll just draw a line up. So here's Grub inside this box. Certainly could have been bought yesterday, day before yesterday. That'd be Friday. And then yesterday, Monday, certainly could have been bought on the breakout. And now that it's broken out, we're looking for this to move higher. The probabilities of that, we find the probabilities of when charts break out of bullish chart patterns, they tend to run a little bit, and a little bit, 5, 10, 15, 20%. A swing trader, that's exactly what you're looking for. That's in your wheelhouse as a swing trader. And here we are setting up. So for me, actually, I think a nice little inside day that would give me that discounted buy versus buying up higher. And we've got good support here, because if it falls back down below that downtrend line, well, might not want it at that point. Dish, D-I-S-H. Dish is that little continuation pattern just now breaking out. So let's put that line right up in there. This is one of these candidates where I hear from people, man, have I missed this trade? No. Have you? Have you? I don't know. Well, let's go see what this chart can do for us. And anyone think that it can get to maybe 36.40 right there? I think it could. So now we're looking at 11%. Does that work? For some folks it does, some it doesn't. And we can also break through that and retest these highs up here too. So we're going to put that line right in there, and you can see that little sideways consolidation, that J-hook continuation pattern. This is a pretty simple little trade. You're going to look for buying in this area here, and anything below those lows maybe, that would probably indicate that this chart's going to pull back a little bit. So that would make a good safety stop around that 30.60 mark. And as far as a stop goes, if you feel, if you buy it, here, let's get rid of this. And if you buy it somewhere in this area, which it looks like it's actually gapping up. No, yeah, maybe a tiny bit. Looks like it's going to open up inside maybe, very close to yesterday's close. So if that's too high for you, or the stop down there is too low, that's 6%. There's nothing wrong with saying, all right, I'm going to put my stop right there. Nothing wrong at all. And that should bring it down to the 3.5% mark for a stop on Dish. ALGN. Let's clear off all that. And so from here to here, you can clearly see the trend is working. We can certainly extend that up. And actually what I'm going to do is just put that right on the T-line, right there. And then move this one down to that low. There you go, just like that. And we can come up here and then draw another one, just like that. So now we have, and what I'm looking for the line is just to give me that visual that if the sellers take it below that, well, we might not be ready to be buying it. The chart may not be ready to move up more here. So, but what I'm looking at on the chart as far as a buy, here we've broken out and we've rallied up, and now we've pulled back right to the T-line here where we have this support line only because we have this bullish candle yesterday that showed that the buyers might be coming back into it. So we start seeing a breakout over yesterday's candle, and this might start producing a little higher up here on ALGN. TLRY, sideways with a slight tilt like that. Here we've rallied up, and let's just move this here. All we're doing is looking for a breakout. Pretty doggone simple. We broke out. Here we are testing. So maybe the buy area is just along that area right there. Target maybe I see a little battle right in this area. I'm gonna go up to 1350-ish. I see a little battle right here. So that puts this trade, with an entry inside that box somewhere around 1011, 1012. That puts this trade at 33%. I don't care who you are. That's good money. That's excellent money. HLF. Look at that tight consolidation. Let's put this line up. We're gonna put that horizontal line in, and now we're gonna put this line right in here. We've got ourselves an ascending triangle. Anything can be bought inside that triangle, knowing that if it fell below the triangle, your stop might get triggered. Watch for that breakout and a test. So we're looking for a breakout. Breakout could be bought if you're one of those traders that buy breakouts right away. If you're not, simply allow it to break out, let it finish the day, and then look for a nice inside day or a rest over the next few days to the right for your next entry. And if you go back and look at this chart, that's what it's been doing the whole time. Up, rest, up, rest, up, rest, up, rest, up. Same thing. JD is looking pretty good. Nice little J hook. A little deeper pullback on that J hook. Pull back all the way to the 17 EMA. We still need to break out before it can go higher, but this is the type of setup we look for if you're looking for early entries. If you don't want an early entry, simply wait for that breakout and test. Otherwise, this area here becomes an entry. This whole, say right through here, becomes an entry, and draw that trend line up. We get below that, then you might not want that trade. ADP. ADP, nice little bottom right here, a little bullish W pattern. So high to a low to a little higher high. We have a nice little double bottom there. And here we broke out of the top of the W, the center. We broke out, and now we're just moving sideways, testing in this area. We get through whatever that is, 140, let's see, 150 maybe. Yeah, 150, something like that. We get through 150 up here, then I would suspect we come right up to about 164.60. That puts a nice swing trade in the middle, right in that area there. Hey, also, I want to mention that I think starting tomorrow, we're going to start 10 minutes early. So rather than starting at 9:10 Eastern, we're going to start at 9 a.m. Eastern right here. All right, I'll be back right before the close. And remember that most important thing is to manage the charts you are in right away, rather than looking for stocks, chasing new stocks here. And again, those in BP, keep your eye on it. Scanner pointed that out as a possible trade coming up, setting up. And here we are gapping up on that BP. So congratulations, everybody. All right, back in a few minutes.